So welcome and hi, Lucy, because you are here with us today. So welcome to class and good that you are here because you're learning, you're wanting to learn more, and we're continuing with what we are learning. And hi, Suelam, who is with us online today. So in this lesson, we're going to be talking about our plans, entertainment. So entertainment is like the things that we do when we have free time. What do we enjoy doing? What do we do to entertain ourselves, to, have fun? That's what we call entertainment. Maybe you go out a lot for coffee. Maybe you go to the movies. Maybe you play video games or watch TV. It could be any activity that brings you fun and happiness. We call that entertainment. So we're going to be looking at the ways that we can speak when we're telling someone about our plans. So we're going to use this grammar, be going to. So for example, I am going to the movies on the weekend. I am going to visit my grandmother. I am going to have coffee with my friends. I am going to stay at home. Okay, so that grammar that I spoke is what we call speaking about our plans, and it's in the present to the near future. So it depends if I say the time. I'm going to watch a movie tomorrow. I am going to see my grandmother on Sunday. So I could tell you when I am doing the action. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the grammar for be going to speak about our plans. So first, let's have a look at these grammar points. We're on page 107. You could see in the yellow box, be going to. So as I said, be going to is the verb that we use when we talk about our plans. So it's in the future, or you could say the near future, and you can put the time in the beginning or at the end of the sentence. So you could say, tomorrow I'm going to see my friend, or you could put tomorrow at the end of the sentence. I'm going to see my friend tomorrow. So you have a subject. So remember, subject is I, you, he, she, it, we, they. And then you have to use the verb to be. Now, the verb to be is I am, if the subject is I, you are, he, she, it is, we are, and they are. So maybe I want to just talk about myself. So I is the subject, am is the verb to be. So I am going to, and then you have to put what action? I'm going to see my grandmother. I'm going to buy something from the markets. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to watch a movie. Okay, so this is the main action here. The plan. Remember, a plan means what do you want to do? And you can say when. Tomorrow, next week, on Sunday, soon, in a couple of hours. You could say when. So again, we are talking about our plans that we want to do in the future. So I like to think of it as near future, because you're talking like not very far. You're not talking about in 10 years. You're talking about tomorrow, on Friday, this weekend. So it's the future in the very close future. So to make a negative sentence, so you have the subject, the verb to be. Now you have to add not. So for example, I am not going to the markets on the weekend. I am not going to the movies. I am not going to play soccer this weekend. Okay, so it's a negative sentence. We add the word not in this place. Now we want to ask someone what their plans are. So we've got some ways that we can ask. We could say what, and we have to use the verb to be. So if I'm talking about you, I have to say, what are you going to do this weekend? Okay? Or what are you going to see? on the movies? What are you going to buy at the markets? Okay, so if I know the plan, then I can use my action word here. Or you could start the question with the verb to be. For example, are you going to the movies? Are you going to the markets? Are you going to visit someone? Are you going to see Maria? Okay, so remember the verb to be, are you, if you're asking someone. Maybe you want to ask about she or he, like if about someone's friend, if it's a he or she. Or maybe you want to ask you and your husband, are we going to go out this weekend? Or maybe you're talking about some other people, plural. Are they going to come? So for example, on Sunday, remember this is the time phrase. It tells us when. So this could be tomorrow, on Sunday, on the weekend. I, the subject, am, verb to be, going to visit my friends. So on Sunday, I'm going to visit my friends. Now that's using going to. So let's have a look at number 9. We'll do the grammar first. It says, does the form be going to talk about the present or the future? So we know be going to talks about the future. How do we form the negative? We add the word not. So number 9. How can you say going to in a different way? Well, you could use I will, the future. So I want to talk about the future will verb. It's in the present simple. I will. That's another way to say going to. I will see my grandmother on the weekend. I will go to class on Friday. I will do something. Or will be going. That's future continuous. We haven't done this tense yet, so it's a little bit hard, but you could also say will be verbing. Okay, so these are just some other tenses, some other grammar, which is similar to be going to. So how can you say going to in a different way? You have these 2 ways. So number 10, let's make some sentences. In number 1, I can see the subject, we are going to see a film at the new cinema. So I can see my grammar, subject, we, you've got are going to verb. So the verb to be, are going to verb. Number 2. Buy a ticket. Yeah, so negative, I am not going to buy a ticket. It's too expensive. Number 3, it's a question and it starts with the verb to be. Are you online? Yes, so make sure you say that very strongly, the word to. Are you going to buy tickets online? Number 4, it's another question starting with a W. Where? Yeah, to sit. Where are you going to sit? So it's asking about location. Where are you going to sit? Number 5, negative. Yes, I'm not going to watch the film. Number 6. Yep. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go after the film? So don't forget the structure, going to verb. So where are you going to go after the film? Number 7. Yes. Are they going to meet us in the center of the town? And the last one, 8. By that director again. Yes, I am never going to watch a film. And hi, Henry, online. So adverbs is this word here, never. So remember, adverbs are words like always, sometimes, never, occasionally. So this one is a very strong negative. I'm never going to watch a film by that director again. Okay, so we're on page 107. Now we're going to do question 12. Let's complete some of these sentences. So this evening, so we're talking about our plans. So we have to use be going to verb. So this evening, I'm going to you can make a sentence like I'm going to go home. I'm going to a movies, or I'm going to bed. I'm going to see my husband. I'm going to see my daughter. I'm going to make dinner. Okay, so you could put any action you want here. Okay, so in my example, I put this evening, I'm going to go home. Or maybe I'm going to see my friend or my parents. Okay, whatever sentence you want. Or I'm going to go to the markets. Maybe I'm going to go to the markets. Okay, so any sentence that you want, you add the action here. This weekend, I'm going. Maybe you could say this weekend, I'm going to buy clothes. So don't forget to add your action here. What are you going to do? You could put any action. I'm going to see my grandmother. I'm going to go to the markets. I'm going to... Okay, any action that you want, you add it from here. Next weekend, I'm going maybe to look for another job. Okay, so you put your action here. So you could say next weekend, I'm going to the park. Next weekend, I'm going to see my parents. Next weekend, I'm going to go to class. This summer, you can change the subject. So maybe I'm talking about me and my husband. We are going to travel to Bali. Okay, or we are going to travel to, you can put any place. We're going to travel to America. Okay, so we used to travel. Again, you could use any action. This summer, we are going to learn a new language, or this summer, we are going to stay at home. We're going to spend time together. Okay, so number 13, let's make some sentences. So I'll show you some more example when we are talking about our plans. So question, are you going to travel next month? You could say, yes, I am. That's how you respond. So use the same grammar. Are you? Yes, I am. Maybe you want to say no. You say, no, I'm not. And you don't have to repeat the sentence. You just say, no, I'm not. Yes, I am. Are you going to work this weekend? No, I'm not. And it's very common we put the I'm. No, I'm not. Are you going to go to the beach tomorrow? Because it will be hot. You could say, no, I'm not, because I have to work. So maybe we could say, no, I'm not, because I have to work. So maybe you can't, you have to say no, but then you want to say why. So when you want to say why, you add because, and then what the reason? Because I have to work, because I don't have time. Are you going to walk around the city tomorrow? Maybe you could say, yeah, I am. So very common, we say yeah. So yeah, I am. Are you going to go to work this weekend? You could say no, not this weekend. You could respond like that if you want. So no, we always, if you've noticed, when someone asks you a question with the verb to be, are you, then you must say yes or no first, and then you can give more information. But always say, yes, I am, or no, I'm not first, and then you can give more details. Okay, so we talked about the grammar, be going to. I want to go back a little bit and let's have a listen to somebody talking about a photo. But before we do, let's just quickly recap the grammar that we learned. So be going to is how we talk about our plans for the future, the near future. So I'm going to go to work tomorrow. I'm going to take my daughter to the park tomorrow. We are going to watch a movie together. So maybe I'm telling my friend, we are going to do something. Now, to make it a negative, we add not. I am not going to. So make sure after going, the main action is here, to verb. I'm not going to watch a movie. I'm not going to play video games. Okay, so don't forget the structure. You have to follow all the grammar that I put here. So make sure that that word here, to, and then the action. I am going to, and then the action. And to ask a question, what are you going to do tonight? Where are you going tonight? What are you going to buy at the markets? Or you could start the question with the verb to be. Are you? So you got to switch the subject and the verb to be. Are you, when we ask a question, are you going to go out? Are we going to go for dinner? Okay, so let's do some exercise where I want to use that we're talking about a film. So I want you to tell me about a film or a film festival. Okay, and then we'll come back to do the exercise in the book. So a film or a film festival. So I'll read you some examples. This is one from Javiera. So she says, yesterday I saw a movie on Disney Channel called Disenchanted. It's an American film, animated musical fantasy. It is the sequel to the movie Enchanted. It's about the Phillip family who moved to Monroeville. The mother, Giselle, uses a magic wand to turn her life into a fairy tale. but ends up losing her true self. Okay, I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to make it, tell us about a film that you are going to see. So I want to try and practice. So I don't have any example. But maybe you could tell us about a film you are going to see. So imagine that you have some plans that this weekend you're going to the movies, to the cinema. So tell us about a film that you are going to see. So I want you to practice using that grammar. So you could say, this weekend, I am going to watch a movie called whatever the name is with my friends. The movie is about, and then you can tell us really quickly what the movie is about. And you can say who you're going with. I'm going to go with my friends. I'm going to buy some popcorn. I'm going to, I'm going to watch this film. Okay, so I'll give you 5 minutes to tell us about a film. Try and practice, I'll try and change the topic where I want you to use going to. So you could practice saying to us your plans that you're going to do this action. Okay, so we'll come back in a moment.